Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best budget shoes that you can get right now. The cutoff is 120 bucks. I know some of you guys think that's a little bit expensive for a budget shoe, but if you guys think it's a little too expensive and the shoe is 120 bucks, you know, just don't get it. But anyways, if you guys do want to get any of these shoes, try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. And there's a lot of shoes on this list, guys. I feel like companies are doing a really good job of giving us a good shoe with a very good price tag, right? But anyways, let's get it started right off with the 361 Degrees Aaron Gordon 1, and it's going for 90 bucks on Famuji right now. So it's a solid performer, right? It wasn't my type of shoe just because it has a lot of support, and I don't really need all that support. Like if you're a really big dude, I mean Aaron Gordon's a huge guy, then you need all that support and all that. But I mean the traction was really good, cushion was very good as well. I mean it's a little high up off the ground, but still really good. Nice little compression, nice little bounce and all that. Materials were premium. So overall the Aaron Gordon 1 is a really good performer, and you're getting a lot of good tech for only 90 bucks, like less than 100 bucks. So definitely go ahead and check the AG1 out. If you guys don't really like how it looks, although I feel like in my opinion it looks pretty cool, get the 361 degree Zen 3. And this shoe is 105 bucks. It's a little bit more expensive actually than the signature shoe, which is pretty crazy, but that's actually one of my favorite shoes to play in. It's super low key, but it looks great. Traction is really good. Cushion, it's super soft actually, a little too soft at first, but it does bottom out. Materials feel great, especially with that knit material in the forefoot. Support and all that is really good. So the Zen 3 also is a very good option. All right, next we got the Nike Giannis Immortality. It's going for 80 bucks, which is really cheap, especially if you're putting Giannis Antetokounmpo's name on it, right? But anyways, yeah, if you want a very lightweight shoe, like super lightweight and extremely minimal feeling shoe as well, get the Giannis Immortality. I also really had no issues with like lateral containment or anything like that, but I feel like if you're bigger, you might have a little bit issues. But anyways, the traction is really good. Cushion, there's really nothing, it's just foam, but there is a little bit of compression. Super low to the ground. Impact protection isn't the best, but it's adequate. Materials are extremely thin, and it's a really good looking shoe as well. So Giannis Immortality, you really can't go wrong with, unless I guess like if you want a really good cushioning setup, then maybe stay away from it. But if you're like a guard and you want something really lightweight, very minimal and responsive, Giannis Immortality is pretty much as good as it gets. Speaking of responsive, we got the Nike Kyrie Low 4, which comes in at 110 bucks, but I saw some on sale for like 90 or even 100 bucks. But anyways, Kyrie Low 4, phenomenal shoe to play in. Traction is really freaking good, top tier. Cushion, not the best, but the forefoot zoom in, it's all right. Impact protection is okay too. Materials feel super thin, very minimal, conforms to your foot, and I had no issues with support. And also it's a really cool looking shoe. And next we got the Kyrie Flytrap 5 coming in at 90 bucks. So I definitely would say it's kind of like not my favorite shoe to play in, but it just barely made this list. The traction is pretty damn good. It does have a few cons where it does pick up a little bit of dust, but overall it's a pretty good bite. Cushion also isn't the best. Materials is super cheap and kind of like flimsy and cheap feeling, but I guess it gets the job done on foot. Support I really had no issues with. Kyrie Flytrap 5, although it's not like my favorite shoe on this list to play in, it definitely is pretty damn good. Alright, next we got the Nike Precision 5, which has been in a lot of lists lately, and it's only 70 bucks, guys, super cheap. And also if you want a very minimal feeling shoe, very lightweight and responsive, the Precision 5 is a great option. Very durable traction, also good bite. Cushion, there is a little bit of compression, it's low to the ground. Impact protection isn't the best, but it's adequate. Materials, I would say it's a lot better than the Giannis Immortality. As far as quality goes, it's like a textile material, but also like still super thin, very comfortable on foot. Support also, I think most people won't have any issues just because that foam is coming up on the lateral side and the forefoot. It's a good looking shoe. There's some pretty dope colorways as well, and I've seen some on sale for like 60 bucks. So yeah, I mean Precision 5, really good shoe. Next we got the Dame 7 for 120 bucks. It just makes a cutoff for the price, but it's a really nice shoe to play in. I would say it's one of the best shoes that Adidas has to offer. Traction is really good. Cushion also is really nice. There's a good amount of compression in the heel. The materials are actually pretty nice. It's like a mesh, textile mesh kind of. It's a little bit on the thicker side, but it does feel very cozy and very comfortable on foot. And also it's a really good looking shoe. I guess besides like the EXT, I really don't like the words on the side. I feel like it's kind of cheesy. But other than that, it's a really good performer. Alright, next we got the UA Spawn 3 coming in at $100. Traction's phenomenal. I also really like the full length micro G, I believe it was. There's a nice little subtle bounce and compression in the heel, as well as a little bit, just a tiny bit in the forefoot. So yeah, that's actually very nice, especially for a $100 shoe. You know, usually very well-known companies like Nike, Adidas, or Under Armour, for their cheaper shoes, they don't really put nice cushion in their shoes. But anyways, yeah, UA Spawn 3, nice cushion. Materials, I guess they cut back a little bit as far as quality goes, but it gets the job done. It's super thin and all that. So the Spawn 3 is very nice. Next, we got the Under Armour Curry 305 coming in at $80, and it's kind of like a baby Curry 8. You know, super good performer. Traction is really good. Cushion also with the micro G, you have a little bit more compression, especially comparing to like the Curry 8. Materials, I mean, it's like a mesh material. It's not the best for quality, but it gets the job done. So its support is there. It's a pretty lightweight shoe, and also like kind of comfortable and very cozy. It's just a really nice fitting shoe for me as well. So the 305, really nice shoe to play in. All right, next we got the Under Armour Flow Future X coming in at $120. So if you want the Curry 8, but it's a little bit too expensive, get the Flow Future X. You know, pretty much the same exact outsole and midsole. God tier traction, and materials with the mesh isn't the best, and also the fit definitely isn't the best for me either. It's a little bit roomy in the toe box, which I don't like personally. I like to have a very snug toe box, but if you like a little bit roomy fit in the forefoot, then the Flow Future X is a great option for you guys. The strap is pretty damn nice as well. So if you want a really good performer for pretty damn cheap, the Flow Future X is a great option. All right, next we got the cheapest shoe on this list. It's the Adidas Own the Game, and it's going for $65. Really basic looking shoe, and it's not the best looking shoe either, but it's a pretty, surprisingly actually, a pretty good performer. I remember ordering it, I was like, yo, like, dang it, I don't want to freaking test it because I don't think it'll be very good. And then when I got in, I was like, yeah, it feels okay. And then I played it and I was like, yo, this is pretty damn nice, right? So traction is actually pretty damn good. Cushion is okay, it's super low to the ground. And also like the materials aren't the best. And also it runs really long, so go down like half a size or maybe even the full size because it's a pretty roomy fit and it runs long, right? But anyways, it's an overall pretty damn nice shoe, especially for $65. Again, I wouldn't say it's like the best performer on this list, but I mean, for the price, you're getting a really good performer. All right, next we got the Puma Triple. It's going for $80. It's not available on their site anymore, unfortunately, but it's available on like Dick's Sporting Goods, I believe like Champs or Foot Locker. But yeah, very good traction, phenomenal bite. Cushion also, I mean, it's all right. Puma usually doesn't do cushion very well, sadly, but there is a little bit of compression in the heel, and impact protection is okay. Material, it's like a mesh material, so it's not the best for quality, but it's extremely thin. It conforms to your foot very well. I really had no issues with support either. It's a pretty cool looking shoe as well. So for $80, the Puma Triple is a great shoe. Alright, next we got another Puma shoe, but it's super old. It's a Clyde hardwood, and it's on Dick's Sporting Goods for $100. So yeah, I was looking around on the internet and I actually found this on Dick's Sporting Goods, and the Clyde hardwood, even though it's an old shoe, it's a really good shoe. And I believe retail is like $120, $130. But yeah, hopefully it stays on sale for $100. And last but not least, we got the Jordan One Take 3. Really nice shoe. I really like the top loaded forefoot zoom unit. It gives a nice little bounce. Cushion in the heel also is not bad. Pretty good for impact protection on heel strikes. Traction also is really good. I wouldn't say it's the best. It does pick up a little bit of dust, but overall very solid. Material actually surprisingly is super thin. Like when you pick up the shoe, you're like, yo, this shoe is super light. And I feel like if I remember correctly, it was like 10-11 ounces, and you definitely feel how light and minimal the shoe feels when you have it on foot. Very responsive feeling shoe as well. I really like playing in it. And as far as like my favorite shoes on this list to play in, I would say it's the One Take 3, the Flow Future X, the Kyrie Low 4, and the Giannis Immortality. So those are like my favorite shoes to play in on this list, although all of these shoes are really nice performers, obviously, or else it wouldn't have been on this list, right? So anyways, that about concludes this video. Sorry it was long. I mean, there's a lot of shoes for a good price nowadays, which I guess is really good for us consumers. Again, if you guys do want to cop any of these shoes, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. But that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.